What do you think about cold water exposure?
Yeah. So this is something that I do. I don't teach it per se, but it's something that I have a personal practice of. And I do think it's a wonderful practice. I do think it's something, I put a big asterisk on, excuse me, as it becomes more and more popular. Because I think we're going to start to see more and more injuries around it or problems around it because as we do, we start getting competitive when I see things that are like, how long did I do it? And you need to be in for long periods of stuff like that. So, um, you actually don't have to be in cold water for very long to have the physiological
Like
effects.
2 or 3 minutes, right?
Exactly. Yes. So you don't have to be in for long. You actually want to go in gently too. The whole like this time of year we see polar plunge where people are just like plunging themselves in. You do have to be careful of that. That can instigate a heart attack. Like
Especially if you're mixing it with drinking, by the way.
so talk about nervous system dysregulation. Like you're all over the place. So you do have to be careful about it. I used it a few years ago. I did once a week for 52 weeks, right? Getting into the cold water after being a person who hated cold water, hated it. Like this the whole thing. I combined it with a breath work practice to again regulate that nervous system. But what I found that I loved about it was to be able to practice focusing the body and the mind in order to do it. I think people who just like jump in, they're practicing disassociating their body and their
Yeah.
mind, make themselves do it. You're still going to get the physiological benefits of the cold on the body, but I think you're missing an opportunity to treat yourself well and you can go further with it. You can go deeper with it.
Mhm.
Practice this body mind regulation.
That's so fascinating. So my cousin, who's a Canadian, swam the English Channel,
Mm.
and for his practice, he used to go and dip in lakes in Toronto in the middle of the winter, and he got some attention for that because, yeah, he was like you're talking about, like, that kind of focus and maybe just a customizing more than disassociating. I mean, disassociating is a dunk, but a full swim, that's like another
It is another level. And to be able to do something, I mean, he's training, right? He's building
Yeah.
up to it.
Oh, yeah.
He's watching his system and his body to see how it's responding. Not everybody who trains to do something like the English Channel does it. People who, and that's okay. Right? I
Right.
want to like celebrate that people who train and work towards these things and make a sage decision to say no at some point. We need to celebrate that as well.
Yeah. There's back to
That,
the kindness, right?
yes, yes, yeah. We'd rather you go out and do big, strong adventures with
Mhm.
the ability to say no.
Yeah.
This, yeah, is real trusting. Yeah, I've got a kid who's out doing, he does long distance hiking. And so he's out in New Zealand right now and just starting. And so that's like the faith that I put in him. Like, will you say no? You need to be able to say no to certain parts of it, right? Don't be so tied to getting that entire 3,000 miles done in a particular way. The idea is doing the 3,000 miles, but doing it in a safe, responsible way, um, so that you can enjoy it and live to tell it and do another 3,000 mile hike if